Welcome back to Team Bonus Action. My name is Neysadoes or Neysadoes Games, and I am today's DM. I have folks here at the table who can briefly introduce themselves. We haven't been gone too long for y'all, but it's been like a month for us, so go for it. Who are y'all and who are you playing?
I'm Miro / Hewitt, and I'll be playing Hemo, the goblin life cleric who's still finishing a level up.
My name is Jed, Goosehead Jed, and I'll be playing Delta Tango 63542, commonly known as Delta, the robot that's full of bees.
My name is Ninja Spence 21 or Spence. I will be playing Belyphe properly. That the Canola P Soul Knife Rogue.
And
Alrighty,
Grave is
so
not here,
we
so
are
he'll
coming
be playing,
back
so
to
not attending.
Oh, yeah. The person who is not here is Grave, and he would be playing Pnuema, the Elements Monk, who is a reskinned elf to be more like Llanowar elves or Lorwyn elves from Magic the Gathering. Yeah, kind of satyr coded. Anyway, so today, before we jump into a quick recap and getting all things done and ready for today, we would like to recommend that if you would like to do something to help us support other very essential public social services at this point in our historical timeline, we would greatly recommend the Trevor Project or the ACLU, as both of those are currently doing great footwork and groundwork and legal work to support both trans youth and other disenfranchised people who our government is currently targeting here in the States. We do not condone anything our government is doing to that effect, and we would greatly appreciate your assistance with helping support those causes. But we are here to play a fantasy game, so we're going to put that to the side for now and get into kind of a what happened a little while ago. So, do y'all want to do the recap, or do y'all want me to just kind of speed run this? So, quick recap before we devolve into absolute chaos. This campaign is called A Dawn of Reviving Shadows, and it is a sequel campaign to my Tears of Kairos campaign, which we did a few years ago here on Team Bonus Action. You can go find the playlist for that and watch it to catch up if you like. But the short version is, the party here ended up at the first trees for the current Queen Jaziri's birthday bash sort of thing, and the party was kind of gate crashed by a thing that was half undead, half not undead, kind of shadowy, geisty sort of thing, that turned out to have been a investigator, researcher kind of thing, a person who had gone to a newly formed, and I quote, dead city on the southern coast. The party decided to kind of take up the mantle of this person who came back as a, and I quote, hollowed, and have been traveling southward. At the end of last episode, which was kind of a travel vignette sort of thing, they ended up at the kind of the last bluff overlooking the dunes that head down to the coastline on the southern edge of the mainland continent, and they can see the Necropolis in the distance. It appears as kind of a gray smudge. They spent the evening with a group of Quranan singers, one of whom turns out to be one of the two-legged variety who generally have very high levels of divination ability. Her name was Silva, and Silva offered them some advice, some prophetic advice, I guess we could say, that she has given to others who have come to investigate the Necropolis. And the advice essentially boiled down to, let me go make sure I don't misquote here. In previous ages, there were those cursed by Kairos' power, who have now been set free because Kairos was returned to the skies. The veil was dropped between the celestial and the mortal planes, and now there are some of those previous, what we call Kairos touched, who may or may not have been able to retain their power if they weren't connected to anything related to Zrael at the time. The main thing that she wanted to say was, be on your guard, the face a mirror shows is not always truth. She also asked a bunch of philosophical type questions about souls and fate and destiny, that kind of thing. Specifically, she was intrigued by Delta because Delta is a walking container of bees. So, do the bees have sentience, or is he the sentience? Where does that lie? And would Delta be able to live with themselves if they went into the Necropolis and got the bees all killed? Is that something that would affect him? So, we left off kind of at the end of a night of talking back and forth around a campfire. Everybody went to bed. The plan being to leave the next morning. We're going to pick up. Y'all do have your one inspiration for today because I'm not going to penalize y'all for us being gone so long. Y'all wake up in the morning. Delta. I would assume that you would, because you don't really need to sleep. You say you power down every so often, but I feel like you're probably usually the first one up in the morning. You would have gotten up to take like a walk around the camp or whatever.
Yeah.
When you come back, Pnuema is nowhere to be seen, and if you wait just a couple of minutes, Silva will actually come walking toward y'all's side of the camp with some of her like retinue, some of her entourage, and behind her, kind of being towed along by an invisible string, is Pnuema laid out on a floating congealing of air, like a floating disc sort of situation. Just to kind of make this really quick here, she basically says that she invited Pnuema to come and sample a secret stash of alcohol that the Quranan singers specialize in. And Pnuema didn't think that it would affect her this heavily because she's an elf, but apparently it's kind of put her in a trance. Silva doesn't think that the effects will last more than a day-ish, and she doesn't want y'all to be separated party-wise. So she has given Pneuma's unconscious body a pendant of eternal floating disc. This means that y'all can basically push Pnuema around or tug her along with you, gurney style.
We're just going to tie a rope to
and you won't have to worry about her catching up to y'all in the Necropolis. But it also means that, and Silva will warn you of this specifically, she's worried that Pnuema could be a target for any of the Hollowed. Because she's in a trance, and elves aren't supposed to trance like this, her soul might be fair game. So this is going to kind of add like a tower defense element to y'all's combat. Keep her, Pneuma's body, from being attacked. If y'all are cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We got to protect that body.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a whole lot of messages coming in here. Okay.
I just sent you the feat that I picked up. I'm going to have to do so much more resource management because now I got so many things that are based on my freaking proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Because I'm a
all right,
like
fair
that.
enough.
That's a spellcaster lifestyle.
Well, no, I picked up
It do be like
Agent
that.
of Order, so now I have a +1 to my charisma, bringing it to 19. So my modifier, I should have had +4 on my modifier before that at 18. So 19 charisma. I can now, whenever I deal damage 4 times, I can also deal an additional D8 of force damage and force them to do a wisdom save. If they fail, they are restrained.
Pretty good pleading.
And to answer, what do the spectral chains that bind them look like? They are pink fuzzy handcuffs. Because those are the only things I've been restrained by before.
Brother.
And so that's the only thing Hemo can think of.
Spectral pink fuzzy handcuffs.
I mean, okay. One final thing before we get into actual game time here. I do have another kind of a roleplay warm-up question for y'all. If your character could ask one question of an omniscient, truth-speaking deity, what question would they ask? Or, if they wouldn't want to ask, why not?
Y'all go first. I need to look up a name right quick from her story.
To stick with how Hemo is. 100%. Does this look normal? Everything about this, ship shape, everything good? Don't need to get checked out. Usually clean. Go to restoration. I can take care of it. Everything look good. Waggle, waggle.
Waggle, waggle. Insert jostlation of hips.
How did Hemo die?
Helicopter.
Snoozing.
How did he die?
Snoozing.
That passive charisma got a god.
Death by snoozing. That's the way to go right
I
there.
might have caused a new spell plague in fucking Sword Coast.
How did Hemo die? Well, you see, he charmed the queen bee inside of Delta, not knowing he was allergic.
No.
Oh no!
He wouldn't do that. He's seen My Girl. Or was it not My Girl? Was it My Girl with Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, you had it.
I was about to go Bridge to Terabithia. It's like, no, that's a different kid dying.
It's a different kid dying. Different
Yeah.
sadness. Different sadness. So
Oh,
much
Lord.
trauma.
How do you traumatize an
Between
entire
that-
group of 30 to 40-year-olds?
Between Bridge to Terabithia and Where the Red Fern Grows, my 4th grade year was absolutely tragic.
Oh, the only thing I can say to compare that is we read A Rose for Emily, Streetcar Named Desire,
Oh,
Hemingway,
Ah.
Poe, and Farewell to Arms. Yeah, that was the Hemingway one. It was Farewell to Arms, all in the same year. And I was like, I just feel like you want me depressed.
yeah. Anyway, Delta.
I think Delta, in his current state, would refrain from asking, specifically because he feels it is his queen's duty to ask a question of such importance, and he is merely the hive.
Okay, fair.
So I would defer to her. In that case, what would you ask?
Oh!
Melisande
Put me on the spot.
would ask where she could find more walking hives like Delta Tango 63542 to continue expanding the empire.
Ooh, an army of deltas. That would be scary and brilliant, honestly, because the potential here is ridiculous, and the idea of like 30 of me could take over a nation.
That I think that Belyphe will ask essentially would that the Grim Heralds be just able to like expose Elrish Shadow Moon, which is basically like a necromancer that goes against the teacher that that the teachings of just Mina, and then that basically up in like what way will she be able to like expose this necromancer?
Okay. Give me 2 seconds here.
Didn't realize it.
All right.
Damn it, Hewitt.
Good notes. All right. So we are going to begin today's episode, which, if you would like to know, is called Nekromanteion, the Oracle of the Dead. And before y'all leave the camp, Silva, in a continuing feeling of guilt for putting Pnuema in an accidental coma, is going to give the 3 of y'all a 3rd level aid. So that raises your max and your current HP by 10 points for today.
Okay. For today,
How many?
10.
10.
Not to be ungrateful, but it sounds like a trap. The DM giving me 10 extra HP just so she can use it.
All right. So,
Does not deny it.
is there
Good,
anything
good,
y'all...
good.
No comment. Is there anything that y'all need or want to do before leaving the campground?
Punch my older self in the face because he put all the spells in a spell book on his phone, but did not write them down on his sheet.
Not okay.
So
Do we still have
no.
a horse and carriage thing, right?
That is correct.
Okay. I'm going to be loading our unconscious friend into the back of the carriage, so that
Okay.
they just float.
The
there.
floating disc can be hovered into the cart. It's not. I'm not going to be a rules lawyer about this. It can go wherever you need it to go, including like down in a pit if you need to go down in a pit.
Well,
okay.
It's loaded into the carriage and then like tied down in 4 points.
Yeah.
So they're there.
Right.
They're there, and I don't have to worry about them floating off or some sneaky goblin coming up and trying to
Thanks
run
for
away
being
with
racist. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. You've earned it. I also would like to station a regiment of soldier bees just to be on lookout on her body, just like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Just to be able like
Okay.
a heightened awareness of the body is still here. That's all I need.
Okay. Okay. Good enough. All right. Anything from Belyphe?
Nothing just out of the ordinary. Just basically just going to, as soon as she sees just Delta does that, then that she's gonna basically be sort of just just a little bit more just on at the lookout just in case.
Okay. With all your preparations taken care of, y'all start heading. It's not a very well-worn path, but it's a pretty clear path heading away from the campground, further south toward the distant gray smudge of the Necropolis. As you continue on, it's going to be about an hour and a half's journey to the actual edge of this dead city. As you could get closer and closer, the grass to either side of the path as you go up and over these dunes does begin to take on a more brittle texture. You can hear it as it scrapes along the sides of the cart, where it goes from just a gentle swooshing noise to more of a kind of a scrickly noise. And the closer you get, the more the temperature seems to drop. Now, the weather has been normal, sunny. Israel is known for its long summers and long winters and very short springs and falls. And this should have still been kind of the late summer, very dry, pleasant weather. It starts to cool off, which makes no sense because the sun is rising to your, if you're heading south, it'd be to your left. The sun is rising to your left. It should be warming up, being as there's no tree cover anymore to cool things down. There's no clouds to cover the sun, but the temperature just seems like it's not climbing as much as it should. If anything, it's getting colder without a breeze to aid it. As you get past kind of that hour mark, you're coming down off the last dune, and now there's hard pack like clay, gray clay, and sand stretching before you for about another mile. And then you see the edge of the city. And what from a distance was just this gray, kind of misty looking smudge, up close, it looks like somebody took the idea of a graveyard made of nightmares and slapped it incongruously on the edge of the beach. It's a sprawling mess of walls that are just cobbled together of rock and sticks and things that are not sticks, bones of legs and skulls and fingers, just all of it kind of cobbled together in this morass of just grotesquerie. There are a few like almost gateways into the outer wall of the city. There's no plan to them. There's no schematic that makes sense. This isn't a wheel and spoke pattern. This isn't a grid system. It's just random. One of them's here, and then another one 20 feet away, and then another one 5 feet from that. And all of the alleyways and pathways that you can see through these archways just seem to be misshapen. There's no straight lines. Everything's very crumbly and twisty. What you can see also is little strands of mist that just kind of waver through that don't seem to follow normal, like, air currents. Some are going this way while some are going this way, and some are going squiggly this way while the others are drifting all the way down to hover over the ground. None of it makes sense. And now that you can see it clearly, I do need somebody, I don't care who, somebody roll me a D8.
Just a D8?
A D8.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Oh, 2.
2.
Roll the 2.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a sort of regional effect kind of a thing while y'all are in the vicinity of the Necropolis. It's going to change every one of our real life hours, which is going to represent a few hours of your character's life. For this first one, what you have rolled is your visions, including deltas, all begins to turn this grayscale tone. Colors leach away. If you look behind you at the grass, it definitely looks gray. If you look at the distant trees beyond the dunes, that just looks dark black, not green. The sun itself looks just plain white. There's no yellow tint to it. Everything looks gray. You look at Delta's face where y'all put the little mood stone in as a cyclops eye sort of thing. It just looks gray. You can't tell what color that is anymore.
Error. Error. No. I seem to be malfunctioning.
What?
The color is gone.
Oh, that the color is gone from my eyes too. So.
You
I thought
suffered
I'd
the
just
same
gotten
malfunction.
dark. I thought this was dark vision kicking in.
I mean,
The sun is just rising.
that the sun is just a white blob to me.
Leans out from the wagon. Oh.
Yeah, that it is very blinding to look at.
I mean, you shouldn't look directly at it.
I'm not looking directly at it.
It does not hurt at all. Can you not look at the
A
sun?
couple minutes of this
No.
goes by, and then color slowly starts to fade back in. You can see the horse's brown coat again. You can see the color of Hemo's skin a little bit better. The color starts to fade back in.
How did that much better?
I do not like that it went away and came back.
I don't either.
What took it away? What brought it back?
Probably this place.
That is not a sufficient answer.
It's about the only one you're going to get. Not trying to be rude. It's...
Shit.
We'll just be on guard then.
Oh, on his swore.
I mean, I did just hear just buzz.
I did not cast tongues. You swear in B.
I swear in B, only people who understand animals. If you have speak with animals, you can understand what I swear. Side note, if an animal ever starts talking to you and you don't have speak with animal, they're just cussing. They're just cussing up a storm.
God, at least that Eliza Thornberry
Especially
was just
squirrels.
the kid
Oh my
that
God.
it was the kid version of what animals was actually saying.
I know what animals are actually freaking saying. It's inappropriate and shouldn't be said in public.
I mean, that they did have Tim Curry filming them all nonstop.
The laws of man are just that. Laws of man.
Okay. I would like everybody to roll a perception check actively, please.
Active perception.
Heck yes. Yay me.
14.
Okay.
17.
Natural 1 for a 4.
Well,
Okay. Y'all are still trying to find a good spot to it seems pretty clear that the horse and cart are not going to be able to enter the city with you. The horse is not freaking out per se. It seems more lethargic than anything at this point, which seems not great. But it's just a simple fact that none of the pathways that you can see going into the Necropolis are going to be able to take the cart. So you should be able to pull Pnuema along with you unless you want to leave her entirely behind. Because it does seem like the disc that she's on will kind of conform its way around to her body so she can be pulled along.
Question. What's the makeup of this cart?
Yep.
Like, is it like a canvas over the back?
Yeah,
like
Conestoga style.
Okay.
Board wagon with the ribs and canvas.
All right. I'm going to take a moment and detach the canvas to drape it over our floating friend so that we can just have a floating canvas behind us and not an obvious person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell
okay,
anybody
okay,
what I'm doing. I'm just taking apart the wagon. So you see me up there just cutting the canvas off.
It ties with a rope.
And it unties with a knife.
Lots of things do.
Just eating macaroni and cheese in the back of the wagon as he's cutting the screen off.
Take the
All
whole,
right.
take the whole screen
Y'all
off,
are able.
unroll it, pull her out, cover her.
Okay. So you're able to do that. Anything else y'all need or want to do before moving into the city? Which I'm assuming you're doing.
Do you just need me to do a quick flyover? Just around?
I do not like you being alone.
That is fair.
This is a dangerous area, obviously, and we should go in a tandem of at least 2
That's fair.
to 500. Tandem of 2 to 500.
Bees. All the base.
I understand. I do agree.
I start to like unchassis part. Would you like a few hundred?
I think that I'm good for now, but thank you.
You gotta stop opening up your undercarriage in public.
It is the easiest way to excavate the bees.
Let's just walk.
I mean that that it is better than that other Warforged that we had ran into. That the one that he had kept on wanting people to like just to bite his hiney. No one wants to bite that.
That would cause some kind of damage to your teeth.
Exactly.
Which direction should we proceed?
Climb up on top of the wagon to get a slightly better look because I have a very low vantage point.
We asked the short guy. Can fly,
Yeah.
has bees. You, which way should we go? Climb on the tallest thing you can see.
Get on top of your freaking like 18 head. Stay still.
Do you require a higher vantage point?
Well, he said he didn't want you flying, so
Alone.
how many roads are around us again?
There's about 4 that you can see within easy reach. They all look essentially the same dimensions, about 5 feet wide, about 8 feet tall archways in the external wall of bones and detritus. And they all just head straight south, a little bit twisty, as far as you can see, before they turn off in random directions.
Oh, we got 4, so the one on the most left.
That sounds good.
Unless anybody's opposed.
Not opposed.
Smells wrong.
We can go.
It does.
Oh yeah, you don't have smell.
Okay.
We do. I don't.
The hive does. I can tell you what it's like, but like,
Yes.
I don't know. That might be still hard to technically comprehend.
Could you give a brief? Does it smell like death?
It smells like cold death.
Oh,
Oh, not
Like
fresh death.
bones that have been left. Bones that have been left for a while.
It's old death.
Graveyard dirt sort of smell.
Not what the beach should smell like. Should smell like salt,
And fresh death.
fish death,
Yes.
and sunscreen, and spilled pina coladas.
Coconut.
and socks and sandals in the sand.
There's a dude on TikTok that is filling his socks with sands going, such a good feeling. And I'm like, I'm going to fight somebody on TikTok.
You're on the wrong side of TikTok.
I don't know why that popped up. But it's just a dude getting like the old like knee-high fucking dad socks and then like pouring a
that's
scoop of
just
sand in them and
terrible.
then putting his sandals on.
That's terrible, man.
You're on the wrong side of TikTok.
Mhm.
Let's go all the way to the left and escape that reality.
All right, so we're going to the left.
Okay. Since the pathway is rather single person, single file, sort of narrow for now, I would like to know who is hauling Pneuma and who's in the front of the line.
Probably tied Pneuma to you.
Yeah, I'm hauling Pneuma, and since I'm hauling her, I would be I wouldn't be in the back because I
Probably.
don't want her to be in the back.
So either you, which one of us is in the front or who's in the back?
I was-
My passive perception's 20.
Probably you in the front, and then I can be in the middle.
No, you're in the back.
I mean, that in the back.
Because if you're not in the back, that means our unconscious friend is in the back.
That is true.
And that's when Chris, you got to make a new character.
That's when some sneaky
That's
human
fair.
comes and steals her away.
I'm trying not to kill Chris's character.
You got grabbed like a claw game.
Because how do you get fired on your day off?
That's
why.
Stealing boxes.
But yes, then that's a good point. So that Belly will be in the back.
Okay. Hemo, as you cross underneath the archway and enter the city proper, I would like you to make an Arcana check, please.
Oh, I'm great at those. Garth, I summon you. Okay, I rolled a Garth roll, which is a 12. I just don't have his bonus. That's a 14. That would have been over 20 with Garth.
Okay.
I'd say it would have been a 13.
You-
So I'm glad you did it.
As you cross the threshold and you enter the Necropolis proper, you feel like the temperature drops another 10 degrees, even though there's nothing overhead to offer that much shade. And as you step over it, you start to hear things that you couldn't hear from outside the wall. You hear sort of sighing sounds, like a lot of breathing all around you. And you do hear, like, tumbling sounds, like things are falling at distance. Nothing you can see right around you, but it sounds like the bones and rocks and sticks and things are moving on each other.
All right. You all remember how they said this just started popping up and growing?
Aye.
You can hear it. It's
Aye.
shifting. Sounds like an arthritic knee. A lot of popping.
Please explain.
A lot of popping and wet shifting sound. Also, there's a lot of depression here. But we figured that when we fought that thing back at the party.
How cold is it, Neysa?
So outside temperature would have been about 80-ish degrees. It's hovering between 68, 70 now.
Oh shit,
Okay.
that's nice. We're
Yeah, that's fall. Winter.
all three of the Louisianians. All right, we're going to the Necropolis, like right the hell now.
I'll just B facts. I've just got B facts going on in my
Right,
brain.
if it
Yeah.
gets below 60, they go hibernate, don't they?
Below 54 degrees, they cannot fly.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Optimal flight is your 74 to 80, like that. That's their they do whatever they want, but below 54, they cannot fly.
And you
Noted.
you become the heater because they're all just next to each other
Oh,
buzzing.
100%. I'm just a heater full of souls and honey. You know, like all of us.
That sounds meddling.
Yeah,
Metal as
that
fuck.
is a
So
song
metal.
title.
Full of honey and souls over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd actually be a good blues band.
A
Okay.
good T-shirt
Honey
idea.
and souls.
Okay.
Good T-shirt idea. It's just a beehive,
All right.
and it says, "I'm full of honey and souls." It's good stuff.
So, as y'all continue venturing into the Necropolis, eventually you do come to intersections with your own path. I need to know what y'all are doing as far as navigation. I'm not going to be a big stickler about this. Just what is Hemo's plan as the front of the line right now? Are you looking for signs of other people, or are you just looking for anything interesting? What are we doing?
Well, we've been told there have been other camps that have come, or other adventuring parties that have been here. So kind of keeping an eye out for other camps that have been left by these other failed adventuring parties. Also,
Okay.
noting if we start finding too many failed adventuring parties camps, we may have chosen the wrong direction. Also,
Okay.
I mean, so the big thing is looking for like a place where someone else has been. The second thing is any structure that stands out. And then the third thing would be something that may try to snatch any of us up.
Got it. All right. So you wander down the main path, which the one you're on. You don't take any turnoffs because you look down the few intersections you come across, and you don't really see anything that catches your eye. No footprints because the ground is sandy, and it's kind of it's like that has been damp recently sand. It's not like currently damp enough to like wet your feet, but it has been damp recently, so it holds shape.
It's like kinetic
So you'd
sand.
be able to see if there were tracks pretty easily.
Kinetic sand.
And it takes 10 or 15 minutes of walking this main path, and it seems to be keeping in a mostly southerly direction. You can tell by the sun and the shadows it casts. Eventually you do come to, it almost opens up into, if this was a living city, you'd call it like a plaza, and the walls of bones and rock and sticks open out to either side, and then kind of not quite a circle, but like a generally rounder sort of shape of a circular area. And smack in the middle of this circular area is the best way you could describe it is a house, ? Made of the same bone and rock and stone walls. And this house does have like broken windows made of glass, and the glass is somewhat reflective. The jagged shards of it, at least, that are intact enough, you can actually see a bit of reflection in them. There is the remnants of a camp outside of this house, ? The camp has a dead fireplace. A little bit of the stones look like they're pulled from the walls in different places, and but there's no recent smell of smoke. There is a bedroll that looks rather tousled. There is a pack that is open and appears to be empty. And there is also a random, very, very random, what looks like a large bullfrog with horny eyebrows. Like a horned toad sort of situation. Just sitting beside the bedroll.
Not a suggestive toad, just a horned toad.
Not suggestive eyebrows. Just
We walk in. All right, everyone be careful. That toad over there is ready for it, and I can tell it can get it. All of a sudden, ribbit. I'm
Yes, sir, Mr. Toad.
gonna stop and turn and look at everybody else. Right. We got a Yaga hut out there, and an abandoned camp, and a rather expressive frog. Like it's this far away, and I can see his eyebrows.
That is interesting.
That is neither a common pile of bones nor a common construction for a home. Thus, we should investigate.
I do agree that maybe that we can ask a few questions.
Everything else is dead. This is dead and odd.
I'm assuming that house is full of dead. The only thing here that's living is a toad.
Something built it out of the dead. It was not the toad.
Wait. Whatever is making this is building the semblance of a city, so they might have built the semblance of a house. But I mean, we'll only find out if we go. I'm just...
Neysa, how large is the toad? Is it a regular toad?
Basketball size?
That's a big toad.
It's a big toad, but it's not can't eat me toad. Got it.
That's okay. I actually could get my hand to elbow in its mouth size toad.
Yeah, but not me. And that's the
Concern.
question. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like there's a house and a house-sized toad. They're both
Right.
over there. You want to
It
go
is
over
not-
there?
It is not Get Rog. You're safe. It's not Get Rog.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Or Yargle.
Yargle.
Either or.
Oh,
Neither
love me some
one.
Yargle.
Alright,
So
then, let's
ridiculous.
say
Okay,
we
anyway.
approach cautiously.
If you want
What sorts of checks would y'all like to make? Like investigation or perception or
I'm
survival, all would be appropriate. So,
I'm gonna stick to just keeping an eye out, because like Hemo said, this is making him think of a Yaga hut. This is like old Witch of the Woods kind of thing. So
fair enough.
he'll do he's gonna just keep an eye out while everybody else investigates.
That's fine.
Do you stay on the north side of the house where y'all came into this area, or do you walk around?
I'm gonna follow the party probably about halfway to the house and just kind of keep an eye from there.
Got it.
17 on that perception check.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to cast Speak
What
with
else?
Animals and communicate with the toad.
I'm also going to
Okay.
assist Delta just in case if Toad does also decide to speak and such.
Okay. You cast Speak with Animals. Nothing happens.
Well, I don't know nothing happens until it doesn't respond. So I just start yelling.
You feel the magic doesn't take effect. Specifically.
Like the
As
spell.
if there is
got-
no animal there.
Okay, not like
to
the spell
take
fizzles.
No. Like I try to speak with the toad anyway.
Okay.
Good morning. Fine day to you, friend. Y'all just hear me going ribbit, 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 frog.
Some words
Okay.
are universal.
Yeah.
There
I'm not trying to make
There
frog
is-
noises. It's the actual words ribbit and frog.
there is no reaction, response, or even movement from the toad. In
No.
fact, it doesn't appear to be breathing.
Sending a light crossbow bolt through it.
What?
Okay.
We're
As you
look it. I just go. That toad does not seem to be there. The magic is not working. It will not respond. Bolt. If it's
As you
alive, it's
shoot
gonna
it-
move.
Just go. Look.
as you shoot it, it all kind of collapses like fabric. And you hear a kind of a clanking sound like the tip of your arrowhead met metal.
What'd we learn?
What did we learn?
We confirmed that the toad was not there.
Making a active perception check to see that if that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
anything
does
did
my
not-
17 turn up anything?
Yeah, does my 18 passive help, or else does this need to be an active?
So the toad has lost all integrity of looking like a toad. You can still see the folds where it made the eyebrow ridges and where the legs were like, scrunched up. But it honestly looks like fabric. And the mouth is now kind of hanging open.
Yeah.
Was that a bag? Was that a toad-shaped bag?
It just may have been that they set up a toad. I have no idea.
Is anybody gonna go touch the bag? Toad thing?
I would like to touch the bag.
Cool.
Not.
Do you pick it up? Do you just poke
I
it?
start to walk toward the thing that used to be a toad. Just making sure no one's going to try to stop me. Okay.
I'm too far away because I was trying to do like an Overwatch thing.
I am just on the lookout. Do
Alright.
what you do.
So I walk up there, bees all around me, not dead person floating behind me, because still tied to me. I pull out my rapier and I just poke what the toad was. Just kind of,
It gives like empty fabric. And there is no blood that you can see around the arrow or at the tip of your rapier.
I will come goblin trot over there.
It moves like fabric. There is nothing here. Was it a figure of our hallucinations?
No, it's physically there. I'm just saying, is it a bag? Sometimes. Have you never heard of a butter pig?
Heard of butter and I've heard of pigs.
You haven't ever heard of a butter pig?
Explain what that is.
There's a leather bag that looks like a pig, and you store butter in it.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Transport.
Why make it look like a pig?
I don't know. Somebody over on Wintress probably thought it was a good idea.
Humans are peculiar.
Winterest.
That whenever that DT had basically shot the toad, did the house change or anything like that?
No. Have you rolled a perception check?
Oh, let me go ahead and do that.
I would like to roll a perception check as well.
I'll say I
Make
just-
yours an investigation though, because you're
Oh, that's a
eyeballing
20.
the bag.
that
toad
is a
bag.
16.
Okay. Well, then my investigation is a 29.
Okay. Lovely. DT, you're pretty sure that this is not, nor was ever, a toad. In fact, it seems to just be a bag that has the semblance, the appearance of a toad. And as you retrieve your arrow, the bag, or what is left of it, kind of clanks and jingles like coins. If you tump it out, roll a d100. That is how many coins, copper pieces, you find.
You mind if I money frog?
I found Naruto's money frog.
Hold up. The question is,
So,
if this is a frog thing, and it is a bag, does it have the little frog cheeks on the other end?
Only if it's full.
if
If it's empty, those cheeks are not there.
All right.
The answer is 88 copper come pouring out of it.
There you go. There you go. Old jingle jangle.
I pick up the frog, I open its little mouth, I hold it by its hind legs, and 88 copper come pouring out of it. And then hold it above my head and look into it again. Bag. It seems to be
Well,
a
it's a
money
bag
purse.
with an arrow hole, 2 arrow holes in it now. So
A now less sufficient money purse, thanks to my marksmanship.
Oh, man, that's not a bad
Spencer.
thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
what was your perception again? I think it was
a
17?
16.
16. With your perception, while they are investigating the toad purse, you don't hear or see the house moving at all. The walls seem pretty stationary, but you do still hear those sighing sounds and the clatter clatter rolling and tumbling sounds. You still can't find any like localization for those sounds, though they're just kind of randomly and all around and never right near you, like always at a distance.
That rolling is still going on. Do we want to go inside the house or just go and just be on our way?
Well, it looks like whoever was here before might have the same idea. See if any of them's still in it.
I'm currently picking up copper and putting them back into the toad bag.
Or are you doing it one at a time?
Yes, but quickly. Just
Slightly mesmerizing, but we can open up the door and take a peek.
Okay, then.
once the toad bag is full, I will
Right.
be putting that in my own bag because it's mine now.
Fair enough.
You shot it.
Toad bag with 88 copper pieces.
2 holes in it.
And 2 holes.
Penny toad.
All right. Who who is opening the door to the house?
I can. I won't. Now that I want to open the door, but I want to do it ever so slightly using a sleight of hand check, just to make sure that I'm
Okay.
not making any noise or anything like that.
Wait,
This house is made out of bones.
Okay.
It's gonna creak so loud.
when you're going to open the door, I see you start to sneak up and do the door thing. If you're afraid of booby traps, we could send some bees. And I use mage hand. I make a mage hand out of bees.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just that
Question.
I don't want to step on your toes here. I just also am afraid of Bone House.
It's understandable that it's in character, like, oh,
So I'll use the bees. Can you assist in unlocking if locked?
yeah.
Okay. So I use the bees to open the bee mage hand is opening the door.
Okay. So B Mage Hand can go over there, and it is a turnable, like a wooden knob. So y'all are the bees are able to like torsion the knob around. It takes a couple of seconds, but they're able to do that. And the door does start to push with the pressure from the bees, but it does scrape over the sand. There's a like an ongoing noise the entire time the door is moving. Now, Belyphe, you're the one right there by the door. You hear, it sounds like it comes from to your left, like near the window on your left. You hear a very faint, sounds distant, but still right there. Hello there.
Hello? And then as she looks back at the party and go like, and just basically mouths that, I think that there's someone here.
This is the moment when Jed Harris, real person, would leave.
Not doing this white people shit tonight.
No.
Gonna go back home.
We've been not sneaky at all, and now someone whispers at us, "Hello there."
Yeah,
Well, hello
I'm
there.
trying to be
Now to be
Go on.
fair, Belyphe's the only one that heard it.
This is
Okay.
true.
Okay, well then Belyphe can be the only one that responds.
Dad, did y'all hear that?
Hear what?
We heard the sand.
Do you have a name speaking?
Does the sand have a name?
It's not the sand. I had heard a voice.
They'll do a thing. Maybe we'll find out there's a survivor. Or it's a monster. One or the other.
After hearing that voice, I want to make a stealth check and just see if I can Because how is the store? I mean, how is this house set up? Is it like 1 or 2 stories?
1 story, standard 4 walls, door in the middle of the front wall facing y'all, a window to the left, a window to the right. The door is opening in and to the left, so you'd be entering the house between the door and the right window.
How high up from the floor to the ceiling?
The windows, standard window sill height, so what, like 2.5 feet?
No, as in like that the floor to the ceiling, almost to like the roof.
Oh, floor to ceiling, 8 feet, if that. Small
Okay.
house.
Okay, so it's going to be ground. And I would like to do a stealth check to try to get as close to like the darkest corner I can see possible first to see if anybody.
Okay, so you're
was
gonna,
around.
but you are going into the house.
Yes.
Okay, make a stealth check.
So that will be a lovely 22.
Okay, you are able to stealth into the house, keeping low so that the light coming in from the windows doesn't hit you directly. You go into the corner, like below the right window, so like just inside the door, and zoom to the right. And you're able to look around most of the 1-room house. It's not very big, like 10 by 10 if that. And there's a bed, there's a dead hearth, and there is a single chair, all made of the same bones and stones and sticks construction.
Bones. And
It all
stones,
looks like it's been
sticks and bricks.
cobbled together, and like whatever is creating this is just creating semblances of these things. However, there is on half off the bed, like it fell onto the bed. There is a skeleton wearing clothes of normal looking construction. Homespun pants, homespun shirt, boots, half on the bones. It's a skeleton. It does not appear to be moving. It appears to have fallen back first against the bed.
Going to essentially, let's see here. Let me read disability just to make sure that. Can I see outside of like one of the windows from just my hiding spot?
You can see out of like the window over the bed. Yes.
Okay. Can I see one of my party members or anything like that?
I'm assuming they're still out front, so no.
Okay.
You'd be looking out the inside of the
Bless
house.
you.
At least neither one of us. Gotta go take an essential.
Okay. Going to essentially make my way back out with that another stealth check so I can report all of that to them.
Okay. Go ahead.
A 19 this time.
Okay. You go back the way you came, kind of a long, lunging sort of step and roll toward the door from where you were in the corner. And as you pass underneath the window to the right of the door, you hear that voice again, and it says, "Do you hear me?" As you're already moving toward the door and back out.
The voices. And then I'm the one that can speak psychic. But anyway.
Is that what we hear as you come out the door?
Yes.
Oh, so what?
Okay.
Essentially, then that there is a dead hearth, bed, and chair made of the same construction, but then that there appears to be a skeleton up in like very well made clothing like you and I have on,
Right.
just lying on the bed. And then I keep on hearing Just a voice that is speaking to me each time that I pass through.
Have you spoken back?
I have spoken back, but no response.
Honestly, I should have prepared to speak with Dead today. I didn't. Probably the only spell I'd be spending today if it was, huh?
Just a nod.
But maybe then that you know that there could be some type of journal in there. I would just like that if we would just all go in there rather than basically just by ourselves to try to at least see that if that there's some kind of parchment or something, maybe that there's a log or something.
We are never very good at sneaking.
Raise his hand.
I mean, I'm wearing armor, so...
So we're going in the house made of bones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk away from all of you to go to the back of the floating body. So I push the body into the house with us, and it doesn't have a door shut in between me and the body. So one of you goes in,
fair enough.
the body, then me, then the other person.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with me.
All right. It's a little cramped in there with all of y'all plus Pnuema on the floating gurney. It's a little cramped, but if y'all work together and try not to step on each other, y'all should be able to do whatever you need to do.
I'll just sit on top of Pnuema that's floating to take up less floor space.
Okay, fair enough. That'll work. So, let me get this in my head here. So, Belyphe, you're going to be snooping around looking for, you said a journal or something?
Yes, any type of since that we have established that this is a past, adventure account, maybe that there might be some type of semblance of a journal and such. Because her thinking is that, well, since then that they are trying to emulate life, then that there could be like a journal track or something.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. DT, you'd be closest to the door at this point then.
Yes.
Yes, there would be a way to remove the it's just a pendant on a necklace around her neck. That's the only thing generating the gurney.
A natural 20 for a 23.
Okay. I will get back to that in a second. So, DT, you're closest to the door. As you're standing there watching Belyphe rummage under the bone bed and in the bone hearth and around the bone chair and everything else, you hear a voice. It seems to be coming from your right, which the only thing to your right is the window in the wall.
Okay.
And what you hear the voice say, it sounds both close and distant. It says, "And now they're in again."
Should we not be in again?
What? Oh. You hearing it too now?
Should we be out?
There's a pause, like a delay, and then you hear the voices traveling toward you. So it takes a Doppler effect sort of a ramp up. And the voice says, "Just look in the window." So, Belyphe, you do find tucked up inside the hearth, up on a piece of driftwood that's jutting out from inside what would be the chimney. You do feel a little leather-bound book. You pull it out, and as you go to open it, all of the pages are blacked out with charcoal. Somebody took a stick of charcoal and scrubbed every page, front and back, both sides, through the entire little journal.
I swear to God, if you decipher the book and read that loud. Sorry.
Except for the last page, which is blank on one side, And there is written there one word. Aeslyr. Aeslyr.
Okay. Aeslyr.
That's it.
Aeslyr. Well,
DT. As Belyphe says that, you hear the voice again, and it says, "Don't say it!"
Do not say it.
What?
noted. Noted.
I don't know. We are hearing voices. The voices travel. They move like ripples on a pond.
Didn't
They screamed, "Don't say it."
I'm not going to repeat it again. I had just had a lapse of judgment, and I forget then that they said anything about mirrors. That this glass appears to be reflective, doesn't it?
They did say to look out the window.
Well, no, I said look in the window.
Look, correction. Look in the window. How does one look in the window from inside?
They want you to look in the glass. I would suggest don't.
Ask the voice that if they have a name.
Does the voice have a name?
Yes, my name's Kai. And there's another group that's not going to listen to me. I'm just trying to help.
The voice has a name. It is Kai, and it does not trust that we will listen.
Man, out of character, I know one other Kai that's appeared in Nace's game. I don't trust this for shit.
But
Is it possible for me to send a couple worker bees to look into the window?
Hold, please. I need to look up some science.
No, by all means. By all
by all
means.
means.
I'm trying to not run them as I have a broken group of minions that do the things that I say, but also try to keep with some kind of
Right.
You gotta maintain your business.
Yeah.
yeah. But it feels really broken to be like, oh well, I get to roll perception 100,000 times now, meh. But also, I'm gonna throw out the dumb stuff like bees can't fly when it's really cold. So like, please use things against me if I'm feeling super broken for any reason.
Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Yes, you can send bees to look at the window from either outside or inside, whichever you choose. The information you get back from the bees is going to probably be a little garbled, because of the way bees' vision works and the way that what they're going to see, how they're going to try to relate that. Because the hive mind doesn't just work on telepathy from the bees to you and you to the bees. It's also got communicated visually. So it's going to be a little garbled, but I think you could do it.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and so I'll just gesture my arm out towards the window, and like 4 bees or so will go towards the window and peer into the glass.
Okay. So they go outside and they're looking at the window, yes? Or they go inside and they're looking at the window.
You said the windows are broken, so they fly through the window and they look through both sides.
Okay, fair enough. So, the 2 bees on the inside with you and Belyphe and Pnuema and Hemo, they report back that it's just a window. They can see through to the outside. They describe the sand and the campsite and the bones, everything that you've already seen, whatever.
No.
The 2 bees that went outside and looked back at the window, or the broken glass there, what they report back via dance and pheromones is
That's how they communicate. Leave me alone.
a face that is the color of twilight sky with hair the color of cloud and eyes the color of sunny skies.
Okay. I stand up straighter than I normally would be. I say nothing to the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
I leave and look in the window from the outside.
So Pneuma's gurney pulls along with you, so Hemo kind of gets a little tugged along because he was sitting on top of Pneuma.
I'm going to.
Make your decisions, man.
Well, the only other thing I would do is, like, if I had gotten off while y'all are doing your magic, random, creepy book out of the fireplace like it's Phasmophobia.
Stop reading creepy books you find in houses made of bones.
This is how we get Deadites.
Come on, did you not watch The Cabin in the Woods?
Or any of the Evil Deads.
I have not watched Evil Dead.
The only other thing I would have done is, like, try to make sure the dead body on the bed was laid dignifiedly and in a position that would resemble being laid to rest. That's the only other thing I would have done.
Did you watch
Okay.
The Mummy?
Yes, I've watched the movie.
Okay. You don't
read from the book.
Don't read from the book. Read that shit to yourself.
Even then,
has psychic abilities, could just be we read in our heads, and that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
She's Bluetooth connected to the everything.
Bluetooth connected to the everything.
So she might all of a sudden Cthulhu. Oh fuck yeah! I was waiting for this to happen.
Hell yeah, you fucked up.
The only problem is now
Okay,
I'm behind a
all
Raid Shadow Legends ad before I can get out of here.
No. All right, DT.
Sponsor
As
us?
you step out of the house and turn around to face the window, you do see what the bees described. There is a face reflected in the largest unbroken piece of glass. The face appears to be a young-looking, dark-skinned elf with white and like shadowy gray strands in their hair. And it's only visible in the reflection intermittently. If you move a little bit to the right or left, it starts to fragment. It's only visible kind of when you're staring at it straight on. But as you come to stand and look, you don't hear the voice anymore, but you can see this face, the mouth is moving. But it's like you're too far away from the window to hear anything.
I can see a face in the window, but I can no longer hear her voice. Kai, if that's you, do a dance. And I start
The
moving like the bees move. Communicate with your body, Kai.
the face in the reflection moves back a little bit and starts to blur, but you do see a little more of the body, like from the waist up. And the figure, now barely reflected fuzzily in the reflection, starts flossing.
Aww.
So
Here I was hoping to be the bird dance from the video. Just
Future Hewitt, edit this in. Achievement unlocked. Made Ghost do the floss.
Made a Fortnite dance canon in this world.
Get it done.
Delta, what do you see?
Kai is reflected into the glass. The voice is of a person that is trapped in glass. Delta's going to take one of the smaller pieces of glass that he can see Kai through. Because I assume with like different shards that I can see a bunch of Kais.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to take a smaller piece out of the window and try to walk into the building with Kai in my hand.
we're coming back again now.
You can do that. As you do that, though, now that you're holding it, you can hear the voice again. It's a little clearer.
Yeah.
And says, "Oh, okay, I'm moving now. Oh, I'm gonna get so seasick from this. Okay."
Oh wait, you're actually. Is he the only one that hears it, or do we all hear it?
Y'all start to hear it very faintly, but you'll have to be like within very like close proximity, like a couple of feet to hear it.
So I'm getting like.
But you can start to
headphones.
hear something that's not Delta's voice. That's not the
It's
bees
just
buzzing.
like trying to watch on like a smartphone. We gotta get closer.
Are you hearing someone else listen to something on their headphones as they walk by?
I walk into the building because I assume that's how it works better, and I just. Why are you in glass?
I'm sorry, the way Neysa did that noise, all I can think of is you're holding up the glass and it sounds like little farts escaping.
I was thinking the Charlie Brown adults, but sure.
There's just Delta doesn't fart. It's obviously someone trapped in the glass.
Delta doesn't fart. There's obviously someone trapped in that glass. Sure.
So what was Delta's question specifically again before we all started laughing again?
Why are you in the glass?
Okay. You once again it's kind of just relegated to just the face. It seems like they've come back closer to the panel here. And they say, okay, you've got to hold me still. That is well, I'm gonna get so sick.
I'm going.
I'm not trapped in the glass. I'm projecting my consciousness through the reflection on the glass. It's different things, technically.
Get out.
Can't. Body not here.
Where?
Not here. Not anywhere in Israel. Body back home. Consciousness here, trying to help keep you alive. Not hollow like them's.
Hello.
Oh shit, we're in Waco Mundo.
I walk over to you, but because you're still in the body floating behind me, it's like a dog chasing its tail for 2 seconds.
Stop. Hold on.
I'm sick again.
Stand up and the whole
bloody
thing wobbles.
hell.
Stop. It's like a freaking boogie board. Hop down, walk over, pull the arm down a little bit.
Hemo. This is Kai.
Oh.
Kai, that's Hemo.
Another person. Oh,
They
you're
are
too
not
short, I
trapped in
can
the
see you
glass.
Okay.
All right, please let Kai talk. You are so much louder than them. By the gods, I need to find a volume knob. Hello, Kai.
How you doing?
I'm in a Necropolis.
Yeah? That's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to help you.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
That's a 1. I am using my inspo.
Hey,
That's a 13 plus 9. That is,
Okay.
21.
yeah, is 21. Or no, 13 plus 9,
Okay.
22.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad at math.
So the figure you're looking at is the face, very, very up close and personal, of a drow. They appear to be not young, like not a kid, but definitely younger. Not a lot of wrinkles or anything like that. But there's a look in their eyes and a tone in their voice that kind of screams of like desperation. Like you get the vibe that Kai would say or do anything to continue speaking with you for now, to not have y'all turn away. And to that point, as you kind of, give the bombastic side eye, Kai says, okay, look. What do you need from me so that you trust me? Because you're like the 17th group that I've seen come through here, and not a one of them is willing to listen to me, because somebody keeps saying that mirrors are bad, and it's not always true, okay? So what do I need to do to prove to you from here in the reflection that you're not supposed to talk to, apparently, to prove to you that I'm trustworthy?
Well, mate, you're not technically a mirror. You're just a slightly reflective broken shard of glass that's slightly green in tone. So I'm assuming leaden. So I can hear it in your voice. You're a little needy. You're a little lonely. Are you astral projecting because you're stuck?
No, I'm astral projecting. Yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah.
All right. Well, figured. Did you have a little bit of a fuck about with magic, and now your mentality's stuck in reflective surfaces inside this necropolis, but you're not from here?
No. I was trying to help a friend who called out to me saying they needed help because they was dealing with the necropolis, and once I astral projected in here, I couldn't get out.
Oh, so you're stuck in a collecticle. Oh, that sucks. Haven't personally had that happen, but I've seen a lot of that on Wisdom.
I'm assuming that whoever that name in the book that you're not gonna read anymore, okay? Whoever that is whoever's in charge of this whole thing, and it's not. Damn, it's reminding me of Barovia. I can't get out.
Down.
Okay?
I stoop down and just basically Belyphe is just like, oh, that you must be the voice. I didn't understand.
We are all hunched around. I am so uncomfortable because y'all are
I am
hunched
the
around.
tall one.
I know, y'all are both hunched around me. We're all three of us around a fucking iPhone right now trying to FaceTime. With
Kai,
fucking...
this is Belyphe. Belyphe, this is Kai. Kai is not trapped in grass. Kai is not in the glass.
Kai's mentality's trapped in reflective surfaces because they astral projected, and now they're stuck here due to some of the fuckabout of the magic that is in this realm.
According to Hemo, sometimes fuckabouts aren't good.
Understandable. So Kai, that we're not supposed to read that name. What is that name?
I almost say it out
As
loud.
best.
I will. If a bee stings me, I don't care. I'm thumping the robot.
I say like the first syllable, and then you smack me, and I don't. And I'm like,
Alright, so of the 17 groups that I've tried to help before, it seems like the name in the book is whoever or whatever is in charge of creating, maintaining, and controlling this whole thing, the Necropolis. Now, if we was over, in Waterdeep back home, I'd say that this feels a little too much like a domain of dread, like Strahd. But we're not. That's not the case. Strahd's never had a foothold in Zrael. He doesn't even know it exists, so it can't be that. But it's got perks of that. So, any of you ever dealt with that before?
I have unfortunately had more than one run-in with a Barovian, yeah. It's very hard when soulless eyes are looking back at you and you're asking if it was good.
I just rolled low, so I have it.
I know the name Strahd. I don't know if I've been there. Because I can't remember a time before bees.
I have not been there, but I've met some Barovians and I've met some Vistani.
I have not.
Okay.
But
And I mean in the biblical sense.
so basically that whoever that quick question that this journal was just all charcoaled out. Was that your doing or was that somebody else's doing?
How could it have been my doing? I got no body over here.
Good
I'm
point.
literally just a brain in a glass. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Understandable. I mean that we are just asking questions. That we are just looking for clues in a sense. So
Are you only in the glass from this hut, or you can see through glass in other parts of the necropoli?
No, I've been able to pop over different places, yeah. but it all changes. So
It's
can't-
constantly
I can't
shifting
exactly
and
give directions.
semi-organic growth of undead type thing.
It's more like when it has the opportunity, it shifts so that anything within loses its way. As
What?
best I can tell, there's 3 other groups in here right now.
3 other groups.
And,
The
and
golden
one of
monkeys.
one of them is going wrong real fast.
Sorry, I
Three
just,
other
So
I,
I was trying to make sure.
sorry, Legends of the Hidden Temple just hit my brain immediately.
Go on.
So-
Just was trying to make sure that I could keep up with y'all, and then try to get you to listen so that maybe I could help you, and then I could help you help the
Yep.
other groups.
And
You
help
know?
you get out.
You said
Well, I'm sure that I'll be able to get out once whatever this is all taken care of, which requires people to do that. People with actual physical bodies. So
3 other groups in the Bone House or the Necropolis.
That the
Necropolis.
Necropolis.
There's 3 other groups in the Necropolis.
Could you give us general? Could you give us general descriptions of them?
Living groups.
Yeah, I could. I'd have to go double check a few things though, because I'm feeling like one of them's just lost somebody, so I need to go verify.
Her eyes
Signal
are
lost.
wide. Signal lost. God, it is just like that terrible horror movie to where then it's just like the not that the Zoom call one, but then it was like a game where you played this game and then that you died in a game that you died IRL.
Sword Art Online.
No, not it. It was a late '90s movie with a Frankie
Are you-
Muniz in it.
I was going to say, are you afraid of the dark? There's
No.
like a couple episodes like that.
No, this was a movie.
Insert Jed and Hewitt naming random horror things for the past next 5 minutes.
Okay, the benefit here is that there's only like a dozen Frankie Muniz movies. Because
True.
he got out of acting because he was freaking done with it.
That they had just that the only thing that I remember from this movie was just that the major bad guy was like this creepy kind of sort of like Victorian house matron, and she was. Ugh.
And now Jed's looking.
Of course I am.
I forget the name of this movie, but I am ready for like the information.
So Kai will tell you that there are the 2 groups that he's certain of right now. One has a red-headed dwarf, a blue elf-looking question mark person.
Okay.
They haven't been able to get close enough to figure that one out. And the 3rd person in that group is let's say a blonde halfling.
Okay.
The 2nd group has just 2 people, 2 humans. One is wearing reddish sort of tunic, and the other is wearing leather armor. And the 3rd group, before things started going south for them, the 3rd group had 5 people, but Kai needs to go verify which ones are still alive.
Okay. Thank you for that information.
So here's the question. Y'all gonna make sure you keep something where I could keep up with you?
Yeah. That's
Or,
Alright,
or are
we
you
can
just gonna trust on whatever's running around out here?
I mean, we could keep
So I'm trying to help, but
this shot of glass.
I was going to suggest that, Hemo.
Also, who's this on the bed?
I'm not certain because that was there when I got here.
It
All
has
right.
well-made clothes.
You would not know if they were laid to rest properly. So, I'm going to dip over there for a second.
But they are dead.
You gotta lay him to rest. Proper thing to do with the dead.
I did not know that you laid the rest.
There are more than sexual meanings for the word lay.
I am going to show Kai
Noted.
the journal to see that if then that jogs any like recollection about who had wrote it.
Okay, so you have the shard. I'm going to go grab another shard for me, and a shard for Hewitt, and a shard for.
All of a sudden, I'm just standing there. Why the fuck am I in a necropolis?
I'm just giving everyone shards
Glass
of
shanks
glass.
for everybody.
And you get a knife, and you get a knife.
You get a Kai, and you get a Kai, and I have a Kai, and there's a Kai right here next to our passed out friend.
Dawn of Reviving Shadows, Kai. We cut out the filler.
No sense for us to be passing around Kai. We can all have some Kai.
Exactly, because then that's safety first. That we don't want to cut our hands passing the Kai.
Just
Okay.
pull out that little safety bag you put your cell phones in when you're going to get in water. Wear them as a lanyard.
Dry bag Kai. Got it. Okay, so Hemo is performing last rites for the Skelly Bob on the bed. DT is running around grabbing appropriate sized glass shards from the windows. And Belyphe was interrogating Kai about the journal that was found in the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
Kai doesn't know anything about the journal. The only times he's been over here previously were when different folks were over here, like the people who were camping outside, who apparently, as best he can tell, died a couple days ago in other parts of the Necropolis. So he doesn't know who or what or when put that in the chimney. He would assume that it belongs to Skelly Bob on the bed, but who knows?
I'm going to fashion my shard of glass with the help of mini bees and build it into like part of my arm. So there's just like a shard of glass covered in wax.
You're just going to Buzz Lightyear this?
So I can Buzz Lightyear this.
then
I'm exactly Buzz
then
Lightyear.
You are just having just that quarterback
Nice.
computer thing.
Yes, I have a quarterback plays or Buzz Lightyear situation of Kai. Questions.
Yep.
Back to
What?
doing my thing.
It doesn't slake, by the way.
Okay. With that out of the way, Kai is going to disappear from all the shards for a little bit, and he'll come back in a couple of minutes with the final head count for that other group. They are down to one person, and that person is in fact hollowed.
So 0.
Hello, what does that mean?
The thing we killed.
Well, you're here. I'm assuming you knew.
Yes.
Like, soulless and shadowy, but still also alive? Question mark.
Oh, that the
And
thing that we
constantly
didn't
trying to eat other people's souls
Oh, that the
to
thing
fill
we fought.
the hollow.
Kai,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you did. What?
can one that is hollowed be unhollowed?
I honestly don't know. It's. I can't even like. If I was there in person, I could do like Arcana checks and shit, but I can't. So.
Are you just going to be waving your arm over every weird thing we find? Kai. It's like Kai is now our Gemini.
Oh no!
He is
AI.
our arcane intelligence.
I'm just like you gave me an encyclopedia to Kai. Like I have
Yeah.
I have
No,
all
I
the
know.
knowledge that is
I know.
Kai on my arm.
Instead of Safari, it is Sakai.
Sakai.
AskKai.com.
Much better than X Jeeves, but anyway.
Is
Could be.
Oh, Jeeves isn't around anymore, man.
Dogpile was the shit, and I will die on that hill. Anywho, so there's not really much else to glean from the Bone House with the campsite. Y'all have pretty much combed it over and found everything possible. As y'all prepare to leave this little plaza area, there appears to be, looking at the sun, the path you came in through is no longer due north. It seems to have shifted to the east about 20 feet. And as you walk around the house, there are 3 more paths, not exactly evenly spaced, but in general, you've got a southeast, a southwest, and a due west.
I'm going to pull out a red piece of chalk from my priest kit. I'm going to just flavor that the chalk is red.
Okay.
So now
I'm waiting.
we can trace where we go.
Okay.
Because if things are moving...
Like this just flashbacks of the
Okay.
labyrinth for me.
Do we want to take the middle path?
I'm fine with that if that's where you want to go.
Kai, which way should we go?
All I know is everything seems to be flowing south. That's what the few spellcasters and such have said previously. I've overheard that everything seems to flow south. So, as close to south as you could get would be my suggestion.
All right. Then, now, what were the directions again?
East-ish, southeast, southwest, and west.
Let's go to the southeast.
Agreed. And I just kind of feel so. I'm pulling along Pnuema while holding Kai in my other arms. Like,
Oh, don't come here. I just tie a rope around his waist and tie it back to Pnuema. That way you at least have one arm free.
that one arm guy was holding a sword. Have sword Kai Pnuema. I am a Swiss Army knife of random
beast.
At this point in that delta, it's just going to just have an amazing transformation up into like a Power Ranger.
One of these days,
Just become a Gundam.
one of these days, it's gonna be me, Pnuema, a floating thing, a bunch of bees, Kai, a sword. We're all morphed into one slightly larger robot with a mangled body.
We need a potion of
Transformers,
We need
Delta
a potion
in
of-
disguise.
God, a transformer from just like the cart. Good God. Anyway, we are going
Okay.
southeast.
That poor horse.
So, y'all follow the new path, and as y'all are following it for about 10 to 15 minutes, I do need somebody to make another D8 roll.
7.
7.
7. Oh dear. Okay.
Hey guys, I got us into a fight.
I need everybody make a con save, please.
That's good.
That's not bad.
That's bad.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I know it's not great. Ew, I got a 5.
26.
Okay.
Pnuema.
18 is right on the money. So for regional effects that I ask for a con save, it'll be 18. So Belyphe, you feel as y'all are traveling along, you feel your energy start to just kind of deplete. You're feeling very tired all of a sudden. And what's going to happen is the next combat y'all encounter, for the first 2 rounds, you'll only be able to do an action or a bonus action. Nothing else is affected, just that.
Okay.
As you just can't seem to muster the energy to do as many things as you could before.
I just feel a little tired. It's okay.
Do you need an orange?
If you got a peach, that'll be fine.
I only have oranges and granola bars.
And honey,
That'll be fine, but
here. I scooch Pnuema a little to make enough room for Penelope to sit on the floating thingy and just kind of
She just hops up there.
I'm just gonna pull a granola bar out, stick it in a gap in.
That's not okay.
Stick inside of a gap of.
You can't just find a crevice in my body and shove granola.
And
That's
pull it
not
back,
okay.
And then pull it back out with it. You said you could have honey, and I hand you a honey-covered granola bar.
She just looks silent at first and just like, thank you, Hemo.
He did find the good honey by accident. But
He was like, disturbing you is actually quite pleasant for the first time in a long time.
to repeat something you've told me multiple times, consent is key.
Yeah, it's true. Should have asked. Same time, you've basically given honey out. Oh, nope.
Just because I'm all loosey-goosey with my honey with everybody else, doesn't mean you
Just
get
gotta
some.
hand you a napkin. Sorry, it is a need to take the napkin. There's still some smeared on there. I'm sorry.
Any of y'all others feel tired, or is it just me?
I've got the vapors, but I'm fine.
That's because this room's freaking hot. No, I'm feeling pretty spry at the moment.
As y'all continue on, you find a few more intersections, still no signs of other camps. But about 20 minutes after you've gotten moving, you hear a scream, a very blood-curdling scream from somewhere ahead of you, and there's also like a growling sound that doesn't quite sound human. And that's where we're going to take a break really quickly because I gotta pee.
All right.
Noted.
Is that what Delta tells people at night? We're just all hearing this, like, Delta, stop!
Twist it. Pop it. Twist it. Twist it. Pop it. Pull it. Pop it. Twist it. Pop it. Pull it.
I know what I signed up for. I'm fine.
Remind me never to share a tent with him ever again.